everybody? Welcome. Alright, so today I have a vinyl haul for you guys. It's already the first week of December, somewhat. We're almost there, I guess. Technically, right? And I have been listening to a lot of great music. I have some CDs, I have some records, I have a single. I haven't shown you guys a 45 in a while. No tapes this time. I didn't get lucky enough to find any out there that were decent. So hopefully next month will be better. But I had my work cut out for this stack of music here. So let's start off with the CDs. These were in rotation in my car. Now they're on my iPod, so I'll be streaming those through there. Starting off with this really awesome record here, or CD, Patsy, Cline, the best of. Lots of songs on here that I did not recognize. A couple of them I did, like A Poor Man's Rose and where's the other one? Crazy Dreams. But the rest of them were all new to me, and I love that it came packaged in this really cool tin, which I still need to clean up a bit. I feel like I got it all, there's like some gunk on it. Anyways, got it for $2 at the thrift. Couldn't pass it up. I love Patsy Cline. That same day, I also got this here, the Black Keys Rubber Factory. I don't have this one. I love the Black Keys, so I'm trying to get all their CDs. Super clean, and it still had like the book and everything, or if at least I think it's a book. Yeah, see, here it is. I thought it was a poster for some reason, but it's just the lyrics with the production notes. Really cool thing to add to it. The operation manual, as they say. So got that for $2, and then another visit. I think these were both from the thrift. I'm sorry, the swap meet. You got Beastie Boys Hot Sauce Committee Part 2. I've never really heard too much about this album, so I picked it up kind of blind buy somewhat. I know I'm familiar with the Beastie Boys, but not this album. And I actually kind of liked it. It was really weird, kind of out there, very experimental sounding, which is cool too. I appreciate that. It came with a poster of the cover essentially, and the lyrics written down. There's that, and then the lyrics kind of color coded for you. It's really cool looking. Aesthetically, it looks nice. And then of course the CD, which is also in just amazing condition. Couldn't pass it up for $1. Hopefully I'll find part 1 if there is a part 1. I don't know if that's just the title of this one, but there it is. Let me show you what that looks like. So yeah, there's that one. Then I picked up another one of their CDs from that same vendor for $1. Just stab this in here. Paul's Boutique. I feel like it's underrated as a CD, like as an album. It's one of my favorites. And I love the way the CD looks on the inside. It's got a different type of energy to it, which I really appreciated. And then, of course, the pull-out lyric sheet. I think these are all just lyrics. Yeah, they're just really tiny. You can't really read them. And then let me show you the actual picture here. Super awesome looking. It almost looks like a wide angle shot, but it's not. So yeah, picked it up for $1. Super steal there. My collection for the Beastie Boys has been coming along, both on vinyl and CD. I have more of these on CD though. Keeping it on the hip hop tip, I found this one here at Target. Rarely ever buy CDs new. I always look for them secondhand or whatever. But it was $8 and I couldn't pass it up. Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. The whole album from beginning to end. Amazing. I love every song on there. There's the inside. It's new, so everything was clean. Everything looked great. So I was really happy about that. These last two I actually found at the thrift for $2 a piece. This is Blue Train by John Coltrane. You have some alternative takes on here, but you have Blue Train, Moment's Notice, Locomotion, I'm Old Fashioned, and Lazy Bird. It is an enhanced compact CD, which I'm not really sure what that means. I just, maybe the quality of the pressing is better. It's Blue Note, so it's got to be good. I was really happy that it was in the condition that it was in, and actually inside of the sleeve. Usually they're missing. So yeah, got this one here. And then finally, really random but kind of cool, is Eric Clapton me and Mr. Johnson, he's playing tribute here to, paying tribute, or I guess you can say playing tribute to Robert Johnson, the king of the Delta Blues, famously sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads. There he is right here in the top corner. You got Kind-Hearted Women Blues, Stop Breaking Down Blues, 320 Blues, Hellhound on My Trail. A lot of great songs on here played in Clapton's own styling. Don't have any of his music, so it was kind of cool to have that. Love Robert Johnson. I actually do have his album as well on vinyl. Then moving on here to the 45, I picked this up at an art show. Shepard Fairey, the guy who made the, who has the Obey propaganda all over the city, at least here in LA, had a show called Damaged after the Black Flag album, and I didn't realize he was making music, and so he actually had this for sale at the back there where everyone was buying their prints, and he covers State Violence, State Control, which is a Discharge song, Get Up Stand Up, which is a Marley song, that's on the B-side. You got Merritt Lear on vocals. She's got a very beautiful voice and did a great job covering the songs. You have Joe Cassidy on Noise, John Goff and Shepard Fairey on Noise and Art. So Shepard had his hand on the design of this sleeve, which is kind of cool. Very Obey-esque, I guess. So you can look this up on the noiseproject.com. I couldn't find anything on the actual Obey website, so it took me a while to figure it out, but I found it. This is the third installment of the project, I guess. There's 2 other singles out there, and I think there's a 12-inch. Like, I don't know if it's an LP or if it's just another single, but it has a lot more art on it. I got this for $10, which is pretty cool. So there's that. That was the single of the day, and it actually, again, it sounds really, really good. I'm going to move forward here, though, with the stack of records that I found at the thrift / swap meet. I find a lot at the swap meet. Starting off here with the swap meet find. Well, actually, no. I'm doing this backwards. I usually show you the record of the month from Vinyl Me Please. My bad. St. Vincent's Masseduction album. I reviewed it completely on my unboxing video. I love the feedback that I got from you guys. Thank you so much for that. Glad you liked the new format where I talk about the music a little more. I'm still always going to show you what's inside the box, like the print that comes along with it, and then of course the extras that throw in there, like this iron-on patch. I never had that in a box before. And then of course they threw in this amazing booklet with lyrics, which were great to read along to the music with some pictures and some art. Really, really nice, beautifully packaged. And of course the cocktail pairing and the record. This one was pressed in this really electric blue, heavy pressing record here. So if you want to see the review, whatever, check that out. It's on the sidebar somewhere. Now we can move on to the stack here of records that I picked up at the thrift and swap meet. Les McCann and Eddie Harris live at the Montreal Jazz Festival in Switzerland. Sort of a blind pickup. Glad I got it. Starts off with Compared to What, which is an old protest song from the 60s. I heard John Legend and the Roots play it together. I was a fan of the song since then. They did a great job of singing it as well. They had Benny Bailey, Leron Vingard, and Donald Dean joining them at this festival in 1969. So this was a pretty interesting year for festivals. This was in Switzerland, of course. It was live, and it sounds just amazing. Let me show you what the actual album looks like. Threw in my own paper poly sleeve here because I didn't have one and I didn't want to scratch it up. With this old dusty sleeve here, got a bit of wear on there, but for $1 I couldn't pass it up. Glad I got it. Moving forward here, I got 2 other jazz records. These are from the thrift. I think they were blue sticker or whatever, so they were like half off. Both of them are from Art Blakey. This one has Charlie Persip, Elvin Jones, and Philly Joe Jones. Some of these names have been popping up on other albums that I've picked up, so it's kind of cool to kind of become familiar with him that way. This was recorded live at the Birdland, which is, I guess, a very prestigious jazz club. They quote, the jazz corner of the world. This was sponsored by Gretsch. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's a drum company. So drum night at the Birdland. It's essentially just Art going crazy on the drums. He's a madman on this record. It's probably my favorite jazz record that I have in my collection today. All of them are great, but this one is just intense. It delivers exactly what I want to hear, which is just some guy going crazy. And everyone on there, every person he has on this record, just let loose. If you're interested in diving into jazz and kind of on the fence about it, you can find this on YouTube, Spotify, or on vinyl, CD, whatever. Pick it up. You won't be disappointed. Okay, so this next one is also the Art Blakey album that I found at the thrift. Three Blind Mice. Jazz Messengers is the group that he's with. They are Jamie Merritt on bass, Cedar Walton on piano, Curtis Fuller on trombone, Wayne Shorter on tenor, and Freddie Hubbard on trumpet. I've actually started becoming more familiar with Freddie Hubbard. I love his style. This album is also really, really good. Kind of loungy, but it still has its moments where it picks up and it gets really intense. And then, of course, let me show you the sleeve on the inside here. The original sleeve, paper sleeve. And the beautiful record. Super clean, super nice. It has the United Artists Jazz label on the inside. So yeah, I walked away with two awesome records. This one's in a bit better condition with the exception of the corner here, but there's very little wear on the sleeve itself. This next one here has been recommended to me by a bunch of you in the community. I've seen a lot of you talk about it. It is Days of Future Past by the Moody Blues and the London Festival Orchestra. Not sure what to expect, and then I listened to it and I was blown away by it. It's a bit of an experience. I kind of want to get an upgrade copy of it, and I'm sure I'll find it eventually because the spine is falling apart. But the record is, of course, clean. It comes with the original paper sleeve. Get this really nice label on the inside. Off the Durham label. But yeah, $2. Finally got to hear it. Really, really cool. And then that same day, I actually found, this is the last record of the stack. So, kind of went through it kind of fast, but I had a lot of stuff to get through. Is The Village People. Cruisin. It's got YMCA on there. My Neighbor. Oh no, I'm sorry. My Roommate. Hot Cop. Ups and Downs. The Woman. I'm a Cruiser. Just a classic. Fun album. Working on getting this stupid sticker out of there. Property of Alma. Really kind of fucked up my sleeve there, bro. But here's the paper sleeve, the Casablanca label. It's still white. You know, it's not yellowed out like a lot of the other ones that I find. And then, of course, the album itself, really, really great condition. Sounds great, played great. Village People, can't go wrong with them. Always fun. It always reminds me of that Simpsons episode when Homer takes Bart to the mill and he's trying to like make him straight because he fears that he's going to be gay, and all the mills in America apparently were gay. I don't know. I just always think of that and all those mill workers dancing. It's probably one of my favorite episodes. Anywho, I'm glad you guys made it to the end. If you made it, thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up if you think I deserve it. That'll mean the world to me. Until then, though, you can follow me on any other social media platform, linked in the description below. I have a new video in the works. I will hopefully have it by next week. I'm experimenting with something different, so I'll see if you guys like it or not. But until then, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys on the next one.